Pantene, Pert, Prestobra Blue, Puma, Rejoice, Rogue, SK2, Safeguard, Scope. After you brush your teeth, you need to use that fucking scope. Sebastian Professional, Secret, Tampax. I know you need some Tampax, 216. Oh yeah, it's made here in Cincinnati. Venus, Vital Sasan, Wella, Ace, Align, Ariel, Bold, Bounce, Bounty, Cascade, Charmin, Cheer, Comet, Dash, Dawn, Downy, Draft Laundry, Duracell, Era, Eukanuba, Febreze, Gain, Imes, Joy, Loves, Metamucilin, Mr. Clean, Pampers, Pepto-Bismol, Prilosec OTC, Pringles. Everybody loves fucking Pringles, people. Made in Cincinnati. Look it up on the can. Actually, I take that back. I know it's still on Procter & Gamble's website. I think they might have transferred it to another city or recently sold it. But it was originally made in Cincinnati. So just remember that. And where was I? Puffs. Blow your fucking nose. You'll be blowing your noses this Sunday. Get some fucking puffs. Pure, Swiffer, Tide, and Vicks. For when you're sick and can't sleep and need to breathe and all that good shit. But you got, at least a couple of those Cincinnati products in your house if you can afford them. You probably can't. But if you can afford them, I, pretty much guarantee that you probably got them. Anyway, I'll tell you one thing you guys should be proud of. Since you can't get any glory of your own, that little logo that you guys see on the side of Pittsburgh's helmets, they only got it on one side. You know where that came from? Well, let's try this again. Where did it come from? You guys know? No. It did not come from Cincinnati. You guys are going to hate this. It came from Cleveland. You guys gave the Steelers their logo. You didn't know that, did you? Cleveland Steel Company gave them that logo. Maybe some of you guys will use that in a hate week later on down the road. But I just felt like throwing that at you. But you guys didn't know. That logo came from Cleveland. Now you're probably going to go and try and claim their Super Bowls and all that shit. Just for that logo, but anyway. Another thing is, technically you guys are responsible for the other three teams in the division in one way or another. Either creating them or helping to build them in one way or another. Chuck Noll was a Brown, as well as Bill Cowher. Both went on to become Super Bowl winning head coaches in Pittsburgh. I don't give a fuck about Mike Tomlin. He inherited what they created. He does have an Ohio connection. He coached for the Bearcats 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. I think he was a defensive backs coach. Look that up. Pittsburgh fans, look that up. I know you're watching this video. Or videos. It's probably really long, because it's probably going to be a two-parter. But anyway. I'm sure you know the Baltimore and Cincinnati connection. As much as it hurts. Technically, you guys created both teams, because Baltimore is the old Browns. You let your team go, and you let Paul Brown go, and he came down here and made the Bengals. So, that's your loss. And, even if Paul Brown would have stayed, Modell was still the owner. Paul Brown was never the owner like he was here. And they didn't get along. So even if he didn't fire him, who's to say that he wouldn't have left at some point? Could have came down here because, well, I guess I'd say he would come down here, or, maybe even Columbus and make another franchise like he did end up doing in Cincinnati, because I'm pretty sure he loved Ohio enough to not leave. Back then Cleveland might not have been a shithole, but now it is. But anyway, before the Sunday, let's just remember that at the end of the day, you're breaking in a new head coach / offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator. You probably haven't thought about that. You're just caring about, your players and all that. But you guys are running new schemes on both sides of the ball. I just want you to think about that for a minute. What we've got has pretty much been established. We re-signed Marvin Lewis. Of course, Mike Zimmer wasn't going to go anywhere. Zimmer's probably the second best defensive coordinator in the AFC North behind Dick LeBeau in Pittsburgh. I don't care what kind of defense Baltimore has. It's fucking old. And your defense ain't established yet. Talking all kinds of shit about this dude and that dude busting through the line and sacking Andy Dalton and fucking Shipley getting knocked out last year. Big fucking deal. Shipley was a rookie last year, just like Dalton's going to be this year. I'm not worried about Andy Dalton, but you guys probably should be, because he's definitely going to be better than Colt McCoy. Because Colt McCoy got drafted by Cleveland. Maybe he'll leave you guys one day like Carson Palmer wanted out of Cincinnati. You might be on the right path, you might not be. One more thing, 216. You want to call me a bandwagon fan? I think the word you're looking for is fair weather, which I'm neither. But technically, they're just about, along the same lines. You like your team when they're good. I'll be the first one to admit my team currently, and for majority of my life has not been good. I think they're on the right path. Well, they haven't been good. But then again, yours hasn't either. I don't know how old you are. I know you ain't older than me. There ain't no fucking way. But, your team ain't been, shit to be happy about. Plus, how many years did you not even have a team, period, while you were waiting for the NFL to give you the new Cleveland Clones team that you have now? Was it three or 4 years? Something like that? It had to be. Because I know you had to build a stadium and all that shit. But anyway, you wear a hat and, a jersey here and there. Where's shit on your wall like I have mine? I mean, I don't care if it's something you inherited from your pops before he went to prison for drugs back in the day. I mean, I got some of this from my pops, just because he saved it for me. I see my pops, there ain't nothing wrong with my pops. I got a pops, you don't. Show me pull out something Bernie Kosar. You're probably not old enough to remember him. Ozzie Newsome, who he's with Baltimore now. I think he was playing in the mid-90s. You had to have at least, been a little kid. You have anything? Nothing. I mean, show me your room, dude. I mean, show me what the fuck you got. I think you wear a Cribbs jersey or some shit. It's Cribbs. He's a fucking kick returner. Get a real player. Get you a fucking Hillis jersey or something that. Talking about one-hit wonders. Fucking Madden Curse is going to hit that motherfucker harder than I don't know what this year. Show me videos of training camp. I've had videos of training camp. Show me videos of your stadium. I film videos at Paul Brown Stadium. I go there a lot. Been there a lot. Don't know if I'll make it to any games this year, because, it's kind of expensive. But, I've been there. You probably never even been to your fucking stadium, because you live in a fucking trailer park somewhere. Somewhere like, you're probably on the very border of Cleveland that kind of like claims Cleveland as its own. You're probably in some fucking city, way or some shit. Show me you can't see it from this distance, and I should have had him sign it in silver. Show me a fucking autographed, Pat Shurmur or any coach that, you've had since you've been alive. Don't fucking buy it off eBay. Show it to me, within the next couple days. Show me an autographed pic of your coach. I've got Marvin Lewis. Show me a pic of you with players like I've had. In one of my videos I showed, a pic of me and Cedric Benson from went to training camp. Showed me a picture of me and Coach Lewis. I support Coach Lewis, and he knows that. But anyway, that's about it. Hopefully this hasn't been a 40-minute video or some shit. I'm sure it has, because I like to ramble. Plus, I'm not feeling good, so I've been kind of slow. But hey, at least I finally made a fucking video, and got the shit off my chest. November 11th coming up. I'm gonna make another video about that. Handing out ass whoopings on Madden 12, Xbox 360. Hit me up, Buck513eyes. Send me a message if you want to play me. I've actually honestly been going into the East Lobby and talking all kinds of shit about Cleveland and the Browns. And every time I've played somebody using the Browns, after I've talked mad shit, I beat them down. I had one guy quit after it was 14-0, and then I stopped him on 4th and 11. And I know another guy beat down 35-10. Thank God he played a full game. Otherwise, I'd say you guys are a bunch of quitters. But yeah, Browns fans, you need more video makers. I know you've got 216. He's a little bitch. He ain't got much to say. Waiting on Your All Witness 23 to make a video. Rick Dahl made a video. Like I said, I respect those guys. If there's other Browns fans, point them out. I'd like to see what they got to say. Hopefully they're not shitty like 216 is. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some more Bengals fans out here. And I think I'll wrap it up with let's play ball, bitches. I'm going to go in the bathroom and take your Browns to the Super Bowl. And one more thing. I'll hand it over to Ryan Parker. This video is copyright of Ryan Parker Songs account. At least I say that it's his and I don't just steal it. And check this out. If it's brown, flush it down. I'll see you bitches later.
Love to think about their storied history, how they've been forever back. It's funny how the very same memories make me happy while they always make them sad. Like the drive by the Broncos and the fumble by the Browns. Is it really any wonder why they're called the Cleveland Clowns? If it's brown, flush it down along with all of Cleveland town. The mistake by the lake shouldn't even be around. There has got to be a reason why the greatest coach alive had just one winning season after coaching there for 5. If it's brown, Cleveland brown, flush it down. Funny how they had to move to Baltimore to win a single Super Bowl. That's a game that Cleveland's never seen before. What could possibly console a poor fan in the pound, dressed up like a freaking mutt? They're a team that's so down, even Bernie went bankrupt. If it's brown, flush it down along with all of Cleveland town. The mistake by the lake shouldn't even be around. There has got to be a reason why the greatest coach alive had just one winning season after coaching there for 5. If it's brown, Cleveland brown, flush it down. If it's brown, Cleveland brown, flush it down. If it's brown, Cleveland brown, flush it down.